Aloha, it's Kiana, and here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Also, mahalo to Longs Drugs Hawaii for sponsoring the show. Head on over to your neighborhood Longs Drugs for all your shopping needs. The Eddie Aikau Big Wave Invitational at Waimea Bay is a go for Sunday. Event co-director Clyde Aikau said it looks like it's going to be an epic day at Waimea. Aikau is the younger brother of Eddie Aikau and director of the Eddie Aikau Foundation. He said this year's Eddie will be held in remembrance of their brother, Solomon Aikau III, who died in October. It will also honor Roy China Uemura, a Waikiki Beach Boy and surf contest organizer who died earlier this month. The Eddie is scheduled annually but has been held only 9 times since its inception in 1984. It was called off last Wednesday due to an unfavorable wind forecast. 40 surfers will participate in Sunday's competition, including for the first time 6 women. Actor Alec Baldwin will be charged with involuntary manslaughter in connection with the fatal shooting of a cinematographer in October 2021. Helena Hutchins died shortly after being wounded during rehearsals on the set of The Western Rust, which was being filmed in Santa Fe. Baldwin was pointing a pistol at Hutchins when the gun went off, killing her and wounding director Joel Souza. It is still unclear why live rounds were on the set. Armorer Hannah Gutierrez-Reed, who supervised the film's weapons, will also be charged with involuntary manslaughter. Baldwin's attorney called the charges a miscarriage of justice. Involuntary manslaughter is a 4th-degree felony under New Mexico law and is punishable by up to 18 months in jail and a $5,000 fine. A 21-year-old Big Island man charged with killing his grandparents made an initial court appearance today. Joshua Ho appeared in South Hilo District Court via video conference on charges of murder in the stabbing deaths of Jeffrey and Carla Takamine, owners of Big Island Delights. He also faces 1 count of 2nd-degree attempted murder. Ho must undergo a mental health examination before court proceedings can move forward. According to court documents, Ho's mother called police to their home on Monday because he was having a schizophrenic episode. When officers arrived, they saw Ho being restrained by his brother and father. Police found the Takamines dead in their bedroom with multiple stab wounds. Explaining the scene, Ho's brother said he woke up to a woman screaming and saw Ho standing in the living room with blood on his chest, holding a kitchen knife. The brother wrestled the knife away from Ho and threw it out of the house. He was injured in the scuffle and required stitches to his head. Ho is due back in court on March 28th. The Career Expo is back again. Are you looking for a new gig? Our first Career Expo of 2023 will be held on Wednesday, January 25th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Neil Blaisdell Exhibition Hall. Register online at hawaiicareerexpo.com. Admission is free, and we hope to see you there. A 25-year-old woman has been charged in connection with a daylight robbery that occurred near Chinatown. Honolulu police said a 45-year-old woman was standing on North King Street when another woman hit her in the head with a beer bottle at about 11 Monday morning. The suspect took the woman's belongings and fled the scene. The victim flagged down police officers, and Shiri Persia was arrested about half an hour later on suspicion of robbery and criminal contempt of court. Honolulu Emergency Medical Services treated the victim for pain and swelling to her head and took her to a hospital where she was treated and released. On Wednesday, Persia appeared at Honolulu District Court to face charges of 1st-degree robbery and unauthorized possession of confidential personal information. Finally, the average long-term mortgage rate fell this week to its lowest level since September. The development is good news for the housing market, which has been in decline for nearly a year. Mortgage buyer Freddie Mac reported that the benchmark 30-year rate fell to 6.15% this week, down from 6.33% last week. The average rate was 3.56% at the same time in 2022. The long-term rate reached a 2-decade high of 7.08% in the fall, a result of efforts by the Federal Reserve to tame inflation. At its final meeting of 2022, the Fed raised its key lending rate by another half point. the 7th increase of last year. That pushed the central bank's key rate to a range of 4.25% to 4.5%, its highest level in 15 years. Meanwhile, the rate for a 15-year mortgage declined to 5.28%, down from 5.52% last week. It was at 2.79% 1 year ago. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.